Yo, and welcome back to the Banter Boys podcast. My name is Sanji. With me is Ryan. How are you doing, boy?
Welcome. I am doing okay, man. I had a work function tonight, and I think you and I both had some alcohol,
Just a little bit.
a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. So that's how we are.
I'm wearing an ugly Christmas jumper for this pod as well.
That looks like a Rocky and Bullwinkle.
It says Deer Pong at the bottom of it, which
I
is
see.
fitting because I played beer pong at my Christmas party tonight.
Did you win?
Of course I won. Come on.
Nice.
Why do you think I went to undergrad?
Nice.
To win at beer pong. But we didn't even have a ball. We used a shuttlecock.
Why are you calling it a shuttlecock?
What
and not a
would you call it?
shuttlecock?
A shuttlecock. Because I was trying to keep this PG, but clearly we never have any PG episodes, even though we classify them as PG episodes.
Do we? Oh, okay, nice.
I do, yeah. I mean, I feel like because I'm worried, like if I put it that it's not safe for kids, then we're going to have less clicks, less likes, less listens, all that sort of stuff. So I say, come on down, kids. Like, listen to our banter, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
Apologies to listeners and fans. We were supposed to record this pod last night, but I pulled out because I was just not feeling 100%. So I was like, all right, Ryan, can we do it one day later? I mean, it would be fine, right? I mean, on the plus side, we have more data, more discussion points to kind of work with, right?
Yeah, Champions League's done.
It's
Yo, AC Milan pipped Newcastle for the Europa spot. I know. We could go on and win that shit.
You can?
No Sevilla.
Yeah.
Who are we contending against? Like, I have no idea.
Definitely not Real Madrid and Jude Bellingham, right?
No, West Ham United, maybe? Like,
Wait, are you guys you guys are in Europa?
yeah, we came third in the group, so.
Ah, fair. So that means Newcastle is out.
Newcastle's out, yeah.
Oh shit. I was
know,
about
right?
to drop like Manchester United banter and be like, those fuckers are out of Europe, but Newcastle out of Europe is big actually.
Newcastle is huge, yeah. They have the money, right? They spent great, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but they have way more money than they spent, so.
Any surprising results or anything that happened in Champions League like last couple of days?
I think Porto, with their like 5-2 win, actually beat Barca to top the group.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think Barca took it a bit too easy.
Because they lost to Antwerp 3-2.
Whatever it was.
Yeah. Damn.
Idiots. What else?
That's
Yeah, I think
interesting.
the rest of it was pretty standard.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair. All right. So let me do quick social plugs before we chat a bit more and get into the pod and all that sort of stuff. So
Wait, we're potting?
I think we are. Are
We
we?
hit record?
I think we did. I mean, I just
Why?
called you to chat some shit about Fantrax and, bitch about the number of injuries and suspensions and possible 8 or 9 man roster that I'm planning to deploy this game week.
Nice.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun time this game week for a lot of managers out there.
Who'd you lose? Verge?
Broken red flag. Saw it right as soon as we started recording. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. Love that. Yeah. All right. Ross, we need to do some social stuff, so I'm going to let you do your thing right here.
Yeah, for sure. So you can message us on Twitter and Instagram. Our handles at BantaB. On Discord in the Draft PL channel, Banta Boys #6585. On Reddit, /Banta_Boys. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube, all under the name of Banta Boys.
All right. So hopefully you've listened to us. Hit that like button, that follow button, on Spotify. Hit 5 stars. We would really, really appreciate it. Not asking for a lot. Just a click of a button. And if you're on YouTube, hit the follow button, hit the like button. Again, it just helps all those algorithms, helps us spread the word, reach as many fan tracks managers as possible, and, just entertain them. We're here to entertain, not to educate.
Yeah, no one likes to educate.
Exactly. Go to school for that shit. So if this is your first time listening to the Banter Boys podcast, welcome. We cover everything in the Fantrax game, the default version. So typically how we roll these pods is we have 2 halves. In the first half, we do a bit of a data dump, and then we catch up in our league, see how we've done. And we're reviewing the past 3 game weeks, 14, 15, 16, because we've not done this in a while. We've just been releasing waiver pods. So if you want to know who to grab for your waivers or who we think you should grab for game week 17, catch the previous episode. We take a halftime pint. Second half, we basically jump back with Twitter and Discord questions and stuff. I realized I didn't paste any of the Twitter Discord questions, so might have to do that at halftime.
Okay.
Admin stuff,
That's
it's a good thing.
Fine.
Yeah, it's all right. They'll be all right. But yeah,
we're good at this shit. We got this.
Before we do jump into the meat of things, like, is there anything you want to touch on? Is there anything we should discuss?
I mean, not that it's relevant to EPL at all, but what the fuck, man? Goleno, whatever his name is, 2 goals, 2 assists.
I
Porto's 5-2 win.
I thought about it for the Champions League fantasy thing. Yeah, I thought
Yo, 22 points, man. That's unheard of.
Yeah. And I went for both Lewandowski and Højlund instead. That would
Lovely.
be great.
It must have.
I don't even want to look at that format until like knockouts come back and we've got a whole new wild card on our hands,
Yeah. What do I want to talk about? Nothing.
Cricket? We beat England in the
did we
ODI
finish the
series.
Did we get it?
The ODI series.
Sick.
And then T20 started. I watched the first game last night. We won the first game.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
what is
bro.
going on in England, yo?
I mean, we look like we actually have an identity again. Like,
Let's not get exaggerated. let's not get carried away.
I mean, the T20 World Cup is coming up around the corner, right? So
It is.
it's the one format that we're actually okay at.
I mean, provided we qualify, it's not automatic anymore. But yeah, sure.
We're hosting though. I assume we
I know
qualify.
we are.
So we can't fuck
It's-
this up, surely.
Quite annoying. I don't think Trinidad's gonna get. Well, actually, Trinidad probably got a few games, but I don't think the Oval, which I'm a member of, is gonna get that many games.
Guess you're just gonna have to visit Barbados again, bro.
Or go down to Brian Lara, which the traffic gets insane, man.
I should have left you a key for the house. So
I was
you
not
could
gonna
have just
say that's
stayed there.
right by you.
Yeah,
Shit.
exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, if I was back home, like I'd just be like, yeah, just stay over. Just
Yeah.
finish. It's just
Damn.
right down the road.
Yeah.
Gone shit faced and like could have probably walked it. I mean, obviously not,
Probably.
but yeah, it's right there. Oh, that's great. All right. I think now let's get down to business. We're gonna start with our first segment, which is the data dump.
Ay, 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 ay. Fantasy with the Banta Boys.
So for this segment, we're looking at default scoring categories, and we've basically accumulated the numbers of game week 14, 15, and 16. So that's why these numbers might seem high, but yeah, I think we just kind of want to sit down, look at how players have been performing in this sort of mini period, and just, I guess, assess how the teams have been performing in the Prem. So we're going to start with key passes. For the past 3 game weeks, the highest number of key passes was 15 by TBB. Trent Alexander-Arnold, if anyone doesn't know or is new to the pod, that's what I call him. He is my bae because he's one of the best Fantrax assets I think you can own. 12 key passes is the next tier by a few players: Bruno Fernandes, Andreas Pereira, and Martin Odegaard. Then 11 key passes by Adingra, 10 key passes by Trippier, and then 9 key passes by Pascal Gross, Kulusevski, and Pedro Porro. Thoughts, Ryan?
So, okay. TBB, great to see him back. Had smashing scores for the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Each of which I guess he either clean sheet or returned in.
Yeah.
Good for owners. Fantastic, right? Andres Pereira reborn. What the
Fulham
hell?
reborn.
Yeah, Fulham. What the hell are they doing? 5-0 back to back. Great, right? All that shit. Great. Adingra, man, he's an annoying asset. Like, any owner is just winning right now. But he was pretty much free in every single league at the start of the season. And it's annoying me because it kind of feels like Mitoma 2.0. Like, this was around the time when Mitoma broke into the squad, started putting down those performances where it was a double-digit return every single game week.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what Adingra is doing now. Like, all he got was 1 goal over the last 3-4 games. But last 3 with double-digit returns. I don't know. I'm annoyed. I just didn't think he was going to be nailed in the squad. All the injuries, I guess, made him nailed. What an asset, man. And then Pascal Gross does not stop. Like, no matter what, he finds a way to get points.
Season after season.
Every single season.
Yeah. And chipping in with the most unexpected attacking returns.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Good to see Spurs boys on here, not missing Madison as much as I thought they would. It's
like Ange is a good manager, bro.
Yeah, he really is. It's interesting because a lot of the players going through Pedro Porro now,
taking set pieces.
Even Udogi got last game with Sar and Bissouma dominating the midfield again. Udogi had free reign again to just bomb forward.
Yeah, him and Porro just kept popping up in midfield. Yeah.
I think at the halftime analysis, the commentators looked at it and was like, this is what actually can hurt Spurs, though, because they're committing their fullbacks so far forward.
Yeah.
That on the counter, they can get absolutely stringed up.
Yeah.
But if I were a Porro owner, man, I actually thought about like trading for him earlier. Just didn't get time to orchestrate the trade, but he's delivering fantastically right now.
Was it you that got the Porro for Darwin trade earlier this season?
I did, yeah.
If that got sent to you right now, would you take it?
No, I still think Darwin has a lot to offer. Despite his ability to miss the target quite skillfully.
I've never seen someone... Actually, that's a lie. Nico Jackson.
Carry
on.
Yeah. Ollie Watkins, Nico Jackson. Yeah, I think I would still deny it, but at the point, I thought Porro was good for maybe 8 to 10 points every game week, regardless if they keep a clean sheet or not. Now I'm thinking, I goofed. I probably should have taken that.
I do think Darwin's gonna absolutely bang versus Manchester United coming up though. Like,
yeah, no Maguire.
No Shaw.
Shaw out. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
But
It's
Darwin
gonna be
is
carnage, bro. Like,
so like Darwin is ranked 39th overall right now, and Adingra's
Really?
ranked 38th
Wow.
overall.
okay.
It's that kind of season. Like Adingra was free for almost everyone.
Inside tracks. It was mentioned
Yes, it
Adingra's
was.
going to be the asset from Brighton, the hidden gem, and yeah, came good again.
True. But nothing else on the key pass list. I guess everybody there is pretty much standard.
Yeah. Quick vent on Bruno Fernandes. Like,
Yeah, you and I both drafted him first in at least one league each, right?
What are we doing? Like,
Horrible asset to win right now.
like honestly, it's so fucking frustrating. Like, I'm trying to draw positives like every fucking game week, and it's like, okay, they're out of Champions League. Is this now the time to like be getting Bruno Fernandes on a low? Like,
So he's gotten back-to-back double-digit returns, right? Like no return, 6 key passes, 5 key passes, whatever. It's great. But then he goes and gets himself suspended like an idiot. I thought the captaincy would help him not get those futile yellow cards, but didn't help. He's suspended now, and honestly, I think we're better off for it.
that fucker missed a penalty and still scored 11.5 versus
I
Chelsea.
know,
Like,
you can be mad and you can't be mad. Like,
Yeah.
he's still top, I think,
Yeah.
top 10.
I would assume so.
Yeah, I think he's like 7th, 8th or something.
He's having one of the worst seasons I feel like he's had, and he's still a top 10 asset. Like, it's mental.
But are they ever going to turn it around?
I have no clue, man. I don't know. Maybe they buy people in Jan. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe Ten Hag actually surprisingly gets the chop. I still don't think he's gonna get fired. Like,
Neither me. So I saw rumors with like Sancho possibly going back to Dortmund. They're gonna get like, I can't remember who it was, Marco Reus or somebody good. No, it wasn't. It was maybe Daniel Malen. Malen.
don't they
Anyway.
have enough forwards? Like, I feel like they need to fix their CDM position more than anything.
Yeah, Casemiro is a huge miss right now, right?
Yeah, man. Amrabat's not cutting it. Like,
He is not cut out for this league at all.
no.
But McTominay, man.
Great at scoring goals, terrible at passing the ball.
Yeah. So I mean, okay, let's go through the shots on target list because obviously,
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna move on to shots and how many were on target. So the highest number of shots attempted over the past 3 game weeks was 14 by McTominay. He had 6 of them on target. Then 13 attempted by Garnacho. He had 2 on target. 11 shots attempted by Pascal Gross with 6 on target. João Pedro with 6 on target. Solanke with 5 of his 11 on target. Then 10 shots attempted by Douglas Luiz. He had 2 of them on target. And then finally, 9 shots attempted by a few players here. Adingra with 4 on target. Almiron with 3 on target. Brennan Johnson with 3 on target. Pedro Porro with 2 on target. Saka with 4 on target. Mo Salah with 4 on target. Cunha with 7 of his 9 on target. Trossard with 2 of his 9 on target. And Watkins with 3 of his 9 on target. Thoughts, Ran?
yeah. So I would not have guessed it looking at the like results, but how are 2 United assets the top of this list, right? Like, that's insane. And then especially who the assets are. It's not Bruno. It's not Rashford. It's not Højlund. It's not Martial. It's Garnacho and Scotty McTee.
I love that you still manage to slip Martial into this
I
discussion.
know.
You know, it's fucking mental as well. 27 shots between the 2 of them, only 8 on target.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, yo.
That is so poor.
It's bad. But also the next team that's on this list, 3 players on this list, is Brighton. Yo, I did not think Brighton were getting results at the moment. They lost to Chelsea. Yeah, they won against Brentford, but they lost they drew against Burnley. Like, I didn't realize they were actively putting up that many shots.
Results don't matter. They just play good football.
They do. I guess the Zerbe's rotating too much.
Yeah.
It helps him because João Pedro had to kind of start a few games.
Yeah.
And João Pedro kind of smashed it, but I don't know, man. Lallana's still getting a few minutes here, there. It's weird.
I'm pretty sure João Pedro has like some dirty information on De Zerbi. Like, he could have like 5 more injuries and it wouldn't surprise me if João Pedro's on that bench.
Probably. Um,
Happy
they're
for
playing-
Solanke and Bournemouth, by the way. Solanke's on
Oh,
this
man.
list. Absolutely
Bournemouth-
killing it.
yeah,
It's
Bournemouth
the
turned
team
it
to watch
around.
right now, right?
After Fulham, I guess.
Yeah. Which is, it's like, how is that even like our discussion? Like, go watch Fulham play football. Like,
So yeah, we're saying Fulham, but Fulham aren't on this list, right? Like at least
No.
Andreas Premier made the key passes list, but
yeah.
Fulham are not here. So who are here? Spurs are here, Arsenal are here, Brighton, United, right? Fine. I want to mention a player who you dropped right into form. Yo, Cunha. Like,
Oh my god.
what is it, like 4 returns in 4 or something?
Since I dropped,
Basically.
he's just gone on into form. It doesn't matter what he does. Like, he gets points, like ghost points, assists, goal. Like, he's just returning.
Yeah.
It's like, I think he has like what, 5 returns in the past 5 games or some shit like that.
I think it's 5 and 5. Yeah. You're right.
That is fucking disgusting. Yeah, he
2
has
assists, 3 goals.
Yeah, the assist versus Spurs, the goal versus Fulham, the goal versus Arsenal, assist versus Burnley, the goal versus Spurs. Not Spurs, Nottingham Forest. Sorry. What the fuck?
Yeah, him and Huang are just killing it, man.
Yeah, like I switched from him to Huang, and now Huang is basically goal or bust. Like,
Yes. Huang is not ghosting well, but I guess he does have penalties, we think. So there's
Yeah.
upside there.
yeah, and he's the one player that made this list. So, who else? The Miggy one surprised me a little bit because I thought he's been kind of meh.
Shit. Yeah.
I
It
thought
does
would've been
surprise me too.
Gordon or somebody else, like Joelinton. or
Yeah, I'm
somebody.
shocked Gordon's not on this list.
Yeah,
Watching the games, you think Gordon is involved in everything.
yeah.
I'm also shocked a bit by Trossard. Because he probably got 2 starts out of those 3 games.
Yeah. They don't really have anyone else either, right?
No. I mean, Saka's always there.
Couple of Villa plays.
Yeah, Aston Villa doing well. Like,
Mm.
they beat United. Sorry, not United. They beat City. They beat Arsenal.
Keeping clean
But
sheets when you least
Keeping clean
expect
sheet,
it.
exactly. But their assets, as in their attacking assets, aren't performing as great as you thought they would.
Yeah. And this game week is gonna be really interesting because they're missing both Luca Digne and Douglas Luiz.
I mean, would it be that interesting? You just assume Matty Cash will not play, and Diego Carlos comes in. Alex Moreno should be fine to cover for Digne. Douglas Luiz, big miss, yes, but
Jacob
Tielemans
Ramsey's fit
or-
again.
Oh yeah, Ramsey's fit.
Yeah. And I mean, they're coming up against a Brentford team that's missing so many talismans as well, right? So it's probably
Yeah.
the best time for them to like face Brentford or any team sort of thing in the current state that they are.
Watch this game be like the most boring 0-0 ever.
So what you're saying is another Villa clean sheet. All right.
Possibly.
Brennan and Porro being on this is not surprising either. Porro's like, there's a big haul coming from Porro very soon, I feel.
Yeah, there is. If they can only keep that clean sheet, Paul will be gold.
Yeah.
Brendan surprised me over, say, Son, over Kulu even.
Yeah.
I really thought he might be not on this list and Son should be here, but okay.
All right. Next one, Acker crosses into the box. So highest number over the past 3 game weeks was 5 by Pascal Gross. Then 4 Acker crosses by Janelt, McNeil, Odegaard, Olise. Thoughts?
So this is the 3rd time you've mentioned Pascal Gross. He has showed up in the key passes, in the shots, and in the accurate crosses. It's ridiculous how many avenues this guy has to points.
Talisman status at the moment.
For a team who's not even performing that well
Yeah.
and still getting the points.
Yeah.
crazy. Yanel, surprising.
Fullback.
Yes. Didn't expect him to show up here because haven't really been paying attention to him.
Yeah, I've not really focused on Brentford since they lost Mboimo, to be honest.
But Yanel's ghosting well, to be honest. Like
Yeah. I mean, Godos is ghosting well in his fullback
Godos
position
is,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
So,
thoughts on McNeil? McNeil is a asset again, man.
ugh. When did he stop being an asset?
I guess, but he never had like goals really in his locker.
Yeah, last couple of games he's had a couple of good finishes.
Yeah. Like that's unique.
Yeah, but this is an asset that we saw end of last season hit like 40, 50, 60 points, something in that realm.
Yeah.
So I still feel like where he would have been drafted start of the season, given the history and all that, like I'm assuming like third, fourth round. Like, yeah, he was injured for like the start and all that, but he's coming good now, man. Like 10-point deduction, bro? Like
I know, right?
this doesn't even matter. Like,
They're the boys in blue.
yeah.
Who knows about who's Chelsea?
Who? Is that a girl?
Yeah, maybe. I'm glad for the Odegaard owners for he came right back into the squad,
Bro, he
started
looks good.
ticking along again. Yeah. Very pivotal to all the play, really.
They went from Arsenal went from having a great defense to shit defense, but poor attack to good attack now. It's weird.
Yes. It is weird. Hopefully they find a middle ground where it's both good defense and good offense.
I mean, you're just speaking a title into existence. I'm not sure I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but some of their results, like the late goals,
Yeah.
that's like title winning shit, man.
Like the one versus Luton,
Yeah.
Manchester United, that sort of
I
stuff.
mean, let's not talk about how they conceded 3 to Luton, but
Man, Luton at home, bro. Come on.
I know
So
Luton at
good.
home is so good.
So good. Yeah, other suspects are normal. Like Olise, it's no surprise. There's no Eze. Like they've got attack somehow, so he's just crossing, and he's
Yeah, I think he
fucking
missed
crosser,
one.
so-
Like, I think he benched last game.
Yeah, because
But-
he just came back from injury and shit.
Injury,
right?
exactly.
So-
They had to manage him.
Yeah.
Still managed a accurate cross in that game. Off the bench, put up like 5 points in 21 minutes or something.
Yeah. Cool. So final one is extra categories. So past 3 game weeks. For the tackles one, 10 of them by Paulinho, no surprise there. 9 by Christie, McGinn, and Richards. For dispossessions, there was a high of 12 by Kudus, 11 by McGinn. Interceptions, 15 by Anthony Robinson, 10 by Cook. Clearances, 21 by Ahmed Hodzic, 19 by Murillo, Shar, and Trusty. Successful dribbles, 11 by Kudus, 10 by Barkley. Aerials, 16 by Konate and VVD, 12 by Jimenez. Block shots, 7 by Senesi, 6 by Osho. Thoughts?
I mean, Kudus shows up twice, dribbles and dispossessions. We see that pattern all the time.
Yeah.
McGinn shows up twice, fine. But I want to talk about Konate's that one game, man.
I'm pretty sure 13 of his aerials came in that one.
That's what
game,
I'm
by
saying.
the
Like
way.
in that one game, he put up 13 aerials, and he's topping this list with 16. Meanwhile, Verge is kind of reborn, huh?
Yeah. One of the best
It's-
centre backs around at the moment.
It's a shame he's injured, but
Okay, I also saw like Trent had a broken red flag too. Is Fantrax just
No.
broken?
so Fantrax doing this weird stuff with European games, with international break games, where they're just flagging everyone. I think when players get rested for Europa or Champions League, they just end up picking up a broken red flag on Fantrax, but they're
That makes
probably
sense.
fine.
That makes sense because Salah has a broken red flag too. So
Yeah,
now this
yeah,
game
yeah,
is
he's
really
probably
broken.
Exactly. Like Allison has one too.
I should just send some trades right now. Like,
Yeah,
just
scare
a bro.
everyone.
Your player's injured. Just give.
I wonder if that would work.
Could try it.
Yeah. So, I mean, pretty much as expected for a lot of players. I mean, obviously, I want to shout out Barkley on that successful dribbles list. The Lewis Cook or the chef,
Yeah,
as
Chef
we know
Lewis.
him,
Yeah.
on the interceptions list, but the rest of it's pretty standard. Polinia, we always know to be on top of the tackles one.
Jimenez.
Jimenez, actually, yeah. Second for areas one.
So what are we doing about Jimenez? Because we went through this patch of, okay, we're believing in him. He absolutely shot the bed. Then we gave up on him. And now he's like back with a bang, scoring goals, looks confident. Like, is this just like a purple patch, or are we all on board on the Jimenez train again?
So we spoke about him, right? And how he was pretty much in Wolves a confident player, a confidence player. When he gets goals, he gets more goals.
Yeah.
And we're kind of seeing that now. But I still don't know what to make of this Fulham team. 10 goals in back-to-back games. 10 goals in 2 games, 5 goals in each. That's not sustainable.
No.
And they're also, I mean, Williams, a potential doubt.
Mm-hmm.
They're rotating kind of a lot. Kearney, Harry Wilson, Iwobi, William, Andres Pereira, all these players, they have to shuffle in. Bobby Reed.
But they're all banging.
They're all, every single one of them. It's crazy. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical.
I don't get it. I mean, fixture run, how does it look for them? They've got Newcastle away. It's always a tough fixture. Burnley at home, Bournemouth away. The Burnley at home should be easy. Bournemouth away, I think, is tough for them. Arsenal at home should be tough. Chelsea away, tough. So it's weird, man. I don't know if it's like one of those situations where if you owned and you played, then fantastic, sell high, and don't look back.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's weird.
It is weird.
All right, cool. I think that's enough data stuff. What we'll do now is move on to our next segment, which is the league updates. All right, Ryan. So it's going to be a lot to like go through 14, 15, and 16 all at once. So let's try to summarize how our game weeks have gone, where we are in our leagues or whatever, and what our current squad situation is like.
That is easily done. Shit. Full stop. Let's
Next
move
segment, halftime pints.
Yeah. So, out of the 2 game weeks, in DPL and in Banter League, so 6 games in these 3 game weeks, I got 2 wins.
Hey, me too.
Nice. I got 4 losses. Lovely.
Love that.
So I think we did back some of our calls, right? So good on us. I think I backed like Kearney, who I was kind of high on. He got back-to-back returns. I think I backed Sinister in 1 game. He got a start on.
Yeah.
I backed Barkley, of course. So that was good. The bad was backing players that I never plugged in the pod. And I just decided, Liverpool defense is some stronghold or something. Kelleher in goal. Absolute flop. Quansah, I picked up last game week in every single league I'm in. Absolute flop, man. I benched a few assets too, just because they weren't starting. So we spoke about this. Like, do you play these assets even though they're not going to get the start in these busy periods? I benched Darwin 1 game week. He got the assist off the bench. I benched Harry Wilson in the next game week. He got a goal and assist off the bench. But you just know this rotation's kind of coming. You know these players are going to get some time in the second half.
Yeah.
And with the new rules, the injury time just goes on long, right?
Yeah.
Is that enough for you to comfortably and confidently play these players? I'm still
Should
not
be.
convinced, but
Yeah.
it looks like I've been making the wrong decisions, so it's something I might need to revisit.
Making no decisions would work out better for us.
Yeah, so I I got drunk one game, woke up past the deadline, made no decisions in that one. I think that's when I got a win in one of my leagues.
There you go.
I didn't get a chance to self-sabotage, I guess. But it did cost me in another league, so it's not always the right choice.
Yeah.
Um
I mean, let it be known, you picked up Quansah because 'tis the season.
yeah. Again, let's not confuse Quansah with Quansah. Quansah would have been a great grab.
Yeah, honestly.
Quansah is just a shit grab. I'm not that smart, guys.
Great season, terrible player.
Yeah, I know, right? What else? Oh, I punted on friggin' KLP, man.
Why?
Spotter.
Why?
I just thought Brentford were up against who? Burnley?
But we said you take the good player out the team really shouldn't perform. The attack shouldn't perform.
Sure. Oh, sorry. Who was it? It was Sheffield, man. It was Sheffield. It was even
Yeah.
worse than Burnley.
And Sheffield got their first clean sheet of the season.
Yeah. Trusty was so trusty.
Hey.
Man, I don't know. I just made some bad decisions overall. Ultimately,
Actually, you made a great decision, and I fucking hate you, Fid. You grabbed Harvey Barnes.
Yo, Harvey Barnes and Dan Burn.
Yeah, I
Burn's
saw
back.
that.
I grabbed him in a few leagues. You know what? I'm thinking long game here. I'm
Of
thinking
course.
past the Christmas period.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to fight up with this game week where it's a game week from hell. A lot of
Yeah.
players are suspended. A lot of players are injured. In one of my leagues, I picked up Harvey Barnes and I picked up Dan Burn. So I potentially may have 6 players out. I gave myself that issue.
Yep.
Because Haaland's also a doubt. But I'm not overly concerned because it's just one game week. Like, most of these players aren't going off for AFCON. They aren't going off for Asian Cup.
Yeah.
In the playoff times, they're going to be gold, I think. So I'm happy to just hold now, take a loss. But I know you have 2 leagues with 6 players out, so that's a whole different concern.
Oh, God.
How did your past 3 game weeks go, though?
So I guess to summarize both DPL and IGL, 2 wins out of 6. Currently on a 6-loss streak in IGL. Yeah, it's weird, man. Like right now, I think if you look at standings for DPL, I think we talked about this a bit. Like the table's still fairly tight, even though I'm like 7th position there. Like first place is only 6 points away, so I'm like, okay, there's a chance for me to claw it back or whatever. Like the results are still falling our way, and like you're only 3 points ahead of me, right? So both of us
Yes.
still within a shot of getting like a top 2 finish or whatever.
Yep.
With IGL, like I think I'm also in a 7th place position, but it's brutal because the first place is on 36. I'm on 21, but this league has
Wow.
playoffs,
Okay.
so I just
So
need to make
anything
top
goes.
6.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what I'm kind of like. I'm on the same mentality as you just said, is like long-term play. Don't worry about like the short game sort of situation. And I've just had like shitty close-ass results. Like the last game week as well. I was winning up to like the last few minutes of that Newcastle Spurs game. Like I dropped Lo
Right.
Celso, grabbed Ben Davies. They had the clean sheet. My opponent wasn't doing anything, but he had Joelinton. Joelinton scored. He got the boost there. I lost my Davies clean sheet and I lost by a few points. So
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, Spurs turned off completely.
yeah,
And, I mean, happy for me. Just, I didn't want that clean sheet to stick. But
yeah,
that's really unlucky because
Yeah.
Newcastle weren't in that game at all.
they weren't. I mean, in terms of like the good stuff, the bad stuff, like one common thing across my game weeks in DPL was the Everton clean sheet. They kept 3 clean sheets in 3 games.
And you had 3 of them?
I had 2 of them because I dropped Pickford for one Dubravka, who potentially now has a shoulder injury and is potentially going to be replaced in January.
So he played today though, didn't he?
Oh, did he actually? I didn't check
Yeah.
that. That's a good shout.
He did.
Okay,
I
so
think
maybe
both,
it's not too bad.
It's not too bad. It can't be. I mean,
Like-
they lost, so again, not the best.
Yeah, but I mean, even in that 4-0 loss, I think he picks up like 6 points.
Yes, he did.
So that's still good.
What he get today in the Milan loss? He got 0 saves. What you love to see.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is like, what do I do then? If you're because I'm sure a lot of managers would have jumped on Dubravka, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. So Milan put up 2 shots on target. They both went in.
Oh my god.
Newcastle put up 8 shots on target. Only 1 went in. That's not really exuding confidence for anyone.
Yeah.
He probably is going to be replaced in January. But to be honest, there are a lot of game weeks between now and then. So,
Yeah.
and their fixtures aren't bad.
Yeah. They're not bad.
Enough time for him to come good.
Yeah.
Unless we see Karius playing, and then
Oh god. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. What else was good? My Burley boys are the ones that are performing, which is both good and sad. Because, yeah, I
Definitely
don't-
sad.
Yeah, yeah, it's sad. Punting on like the random Bournemouth clean sheet points, grabbing McAtee. Saw the 9.5 haul in game week 15. He followed it up with a goal in game week 16. I definitely do think like he is one to kind of keep an eye on moving
Yeah.
forward, sort of thing. In terms of like regret stuff is we spoke about goalkeepers just now. Dubravka, Quansah, and all that. Vicario, by the way, he started the season so well, but past few game weeks he's been averaging like maybe 2 to 3 points.
Yeah, I have him in one league. I'm sticking with for now because the fixtures turn. So who do they have? They have Forest up next, Everton after that, Brighton, Bournemouth, United.
All those teams are attacking, bro, except United. But
So that's what I'm banking on, the saves though.
yeah,
I think there are a lot of good goalkeepers on the free agent pool though. Like Petrovic was not wavered in a lot of my leagues.
yeah,
I don't know how bad Sanchez's injury is, but I grabbed him in one league over Dubravka because I just think Dubravka is a risk going forward long term. I don't know, man. I'm not ready to drop Vicario as yet, but it is on my mind.
yeah. I mean, final thing, I'm not really going to get into like FA/waiver picks and stuff like that because, I mean, we would have really talked about that on our previous episode.
Yeah.
But my roster concern, it's a screenshot that I've sent to you and a couple other people, is I basically have like 6 dead spots at the moment. Like I'm going to be rolling out 10 players in both my public like com leagues or whatever. And none of those players are like droppable.
So it's 6 out confirmed, but like there's also the chance of rotation coming this game week.
Yeah.
So it could potentially be more, right?
Yeah.
I think in times like this, you can scramble, try to find replacements and try to get that win, or you can just accept the loss.
Yeah. I'm at that point where I'm just gonna maybe have fun,
Yeah.
pick a random person sort of thing. Because like DPL
Huge
I don't
upside
have
players, right?
Yeah. Like DPL I don't have any flexibility, but IGL like I think there's some opportunity to like just have some fun, pick some random people and yeah, just enjoy the football, enjoy the weekend, don't study the fantasy.
Yeah, so like a player I dropped this game week, Carlton Morris.
Yeah.
He hasn't been getting the starts. I think he has trade value, but I just didn't want to wait around.
Yeah, so you
To figure
dropped
out-
him.
Yeah, and I'm not upset about it. Like, I think I can't even remember who I grabbed. Maybe I grabbed the chef himself. But I just wanted a player who has more upside. So maybe I grabbed someone more exciting than him. But I just think in this period, I'm gonna gamble on one or two streamable spots with upside.
Yeah.
If they don't pan out, whatever, I'll accept the loss.
Yeah.
So it goes.
Fair. All right. I think that's enough league update stuff. Like, it kind of gave us an opportunity to talk about certain teams, certain players, that sort of stuff.
Yep.
So I think what we'll do now is take our halftime pint, and we will be back with questions in a bit.
Sounds good.
And we are back.
Are we?
I don't know. What's your plan, by the way? Like, for the rest of, like, what's going on with work and all that sort of stuff? Like, are you actually being productive at work? Because, like, the holidays officially kicked in. Oh.
I literally had I had back to back to back meetings today all day. And then I had a kind of Christmas / retirement function for one of the past execs in my company. It's exhausting right now, to be honest. Like, there's so much still to do, but it's Christmas time and everybody's taking leave, and then everybody wants to have some kind of function. So it's fun and not fun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When do you officially go on leave or holiday?
I think the day before the long weekend, before the Christmas weekend, I'm off, and then I'm off until the New Year.
Nice.
Is that?
So technically, I think I go same thing, like just like the day or so before Christmas weekend or whatever, like the 23rd or 22nd.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to, I think, Oxford or something next week, Monday to Wednesday or something like that, for some work event. But I was told, like, after that work event, because it's like the biggest UK related event to like high powered laser systems, etc. or whatever. I heard like once once that's done, people just don't give a fuck and they don't really show up and shit like that.
Nice.
But like, I'm just gonna go in, cause yeah, make that money. But what I'm looking forward to is I'm making pastels this weekend. So
Yo, you have a press?
my sister bought one. Yeah.
Nice.
So I was trying to explain pastel to like a UK person this evening, and I don't know if this was a terrible way, but I told them it's like a steamed empanada.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, that works. But it's more flavorful. It's more.
Oh, it's way better. Like,
yeah, it's better.
Let's not get tied up here. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Any food related item, Trinidad will beat you hands down. I tell people all the time, we have the best KFC in the world. Like,
Oh,
I will
we
fight
do.
you. Like,
So
Alright.
a bunch of guys came over from like Canada and Curacao and other places for the conference,
yeah.
the actual conference. And this guy, he said he was coming to Canada for the first time, but he spoke to his coworkers who've been coming to Trinidad for the first time from Canada. He spoke to his coworkers who've been to Trinidad before, and they were like, "Yeah, you need to go to the best restaurant on the island." And he was like, "Oh yeah, tell me the name, I'll go." And they were like, "KFC, bro." It's that good.
It's the best.
Yeah.
All right, let's answer some questions.
Sure.
So
Badly, I may add.
yeah, we got some from our Discord. So shout out to all our Discord members, fans, listeners, all that sort of stuff. Thank you for your ongoing support. We really appreciate it. Come join the Discord, guys. Honestly, that's the place to be.
Okay, I can start. First one from Yao G8. Obviously, he always asks a question, appreciates it all the time. Looking to sell Ducori. Mind you, he posted this on the 11th, right? So
Yeah.
he wants to sell Ducori on a high. Ducori's been smashing it, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Can you recommend any defenders or strikers that he should target? The lads on the Discord have shouted out Anderson, Digne, etc. Suggestions.
I would keep Decore.
Same.
He's not going to AFCON either, eh?
Is he not? No.
I
Okay.
think he like told Molly like fuck off. So
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
That's a sad or strange way to go about that.
Yeah. I mean, obviously he probably said it in a nicer way than I did, but
Right.
yeah.
Fuck off, guys. Probably not like that either, but I think you sent me this stat. It was like he has a goal every 1 in 3 games or something now.
Yeah, since he's started playing under Sean Dyche. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't play in midfield. He's basically playing like a second striker. He just press, shoot, score. Like
It's like FIFA.
yeah.
Good on him, man. He's really reborn. Actually, he was never born before, so he's born. Insane season, I'll be honest. Like,
Yeah. He's doing so well under Dyche. Like
we spoke about so many Everton assets this season, like McNeil, Garner. We did not spend enough time on Corey, to be honest, and he's probably their best asset.
yeah. Top 10 finish for Everton,
Perhaps, yeah, even with the deduction, right?
which is fucking crazy.
Insane. Insane.
But in terms of like his question and stuff like that, like I would keep Decore, but like let's say he badly needs a defender to like target. People shouting Anderson Digne. I like Luca Digne, but I'm thinking maybe Pedro Porro.
Yeah, I don't think you get him because I feel like Decore is underappreciated.
Yeah.
But I like Poro. Who else is there?
You can't
must
get
be-
Trips. You can't get Trent.
No, you're not gonna get any of those two. Anderson's kind of regressed.
Tarkowski
Dijk?
or Virg. Yeah, that's what I'm
Verge
thinking.
or Tarkowski, yeah. Especially now with Verge on this broken red flag. Send that out, yo.
Yeah, said it right now. Yeah, I like the Virg one. If you badly need a defender, if you don't, keep Decore.
Yes, agreed.
You can stream defense any fucking game week.
Yep.
Yeah. Sweet. All right. Our next question is from Matt. So he was basically asking, do we think that Diaby's minutes go back to normal at Aston Villa?
I genuinely don't think so, no. Like, Bailey's injury prone, yes. But he is on so much form right now
Yeah.
that it's hard to ignore that as a manager.
Yeah.
And if you're getting the most out of both of them and protecting Bailey from that injury, then why change it, right?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think like Diaby and Watkins do have some sort of a special connection. Like they are able to like find each other easily on a pitch, but
Yeah.
we can't. I 100% agree. We cannot ignore Bailey's form at the moment.
Agreed. I mean, after the busy period, we can assess it based on what's happened straight up to Christmas or New Year's.
Yeah.
But right now, I don't see it happening.
Agreed.
Okay. Next question is from Nath. He's asking, should I hold Rashford or try to trade?
Drop.
Yeah, I know, right? It's funny because they're joking, obviously, but you're going to get so little trade value if you really do try to trade now. So
If you play with Fab, get Fab.
you can get Fab, but you're not even going to get much.
No.
You pretty much have to bank on him showing up to one game and then trying to trade on a high.
Yeah.
Is that going to be this game week? Like, they're battered in defense.
On name value alone, like how high can you even go?
Yeah, but he has to be starting
Yeah.
to get value. Would you do Rashford for Jeremy Doku.
Yeah, but I don't think you're gonna get that.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Right. So I'm asking you as like, say you're the Doku owner.
No, I'd keep Doku.
Okay, so would you do Rashford for Solanke?
I was actually thinking about asking you that one. Like, Solanke nailed. Bournemouth playing good football.
Solanke on pens.
Solanke on pens.
I don't think so. Adingra?
It's, I don't think you're getting it. Like, if
Okay.
I owned a Dingra, I'm not giving it up.
Okay.
If I owned Solanke, would I give it up for Rash? Maybe if there was some fab in it. Maybe. And I was a United fan. But I think I'd probably keep Solanke.
Yeah, same. So I think like Pedro Neto is possible because there's still some
injury.
kind of question. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not good.
Yeah, I just feel like there's this weird gap. I think that even though like assets that you probably would never compare Rashford to are performing well right now,
Yeah.
but in this weird way, it's because you know the potential of Rash that you still wouldn't make the trade, even though like your Solankis and stuff are absolutely flying.
Right.
What about Grealish?
No, I think the City game today, he started in a lineup where I don't even know who this Hamilton guy was. Oscar
Lewis?
Bob played. Yeah,
Lewis,
I know, right?
Lewis drives cars, bro. Like, what
I
are you
know.
talking about?
It's so bad that Calvin Phillips, who Pep said he will not want to play ever again, played
And scored a
So-
pen.
and scored a pen. So if Grealish is in that, like, granted he only got 45 minutes and then got subbed off for Foden, but
Yeah.
if Grealish is considered that from the off, I'm not confident on Grealish at all this season.
Rashford for Richarlison?
I'd want Rich, to be honest.
Yeah.
Until
But I feel
Manners,
like that you might be able to pull that off.
maybe,
in a weird
maybe.
way.
Until Manners back in his squad and there's that rotation doubt for Rich again, I think Rich is a good option.
Yeah. Rash is a weird one, man.
Rash for
It's
McGinn.
a weird one. For McGinn, I'd take McGinn.
Yeah.
I think you like if you're a McGinn owner and you believe in that upside potential reborn Rashford thingy, then maybe make that trade. But I'd keep McGinn if I owned. So
Same.
I have him in Bash and he's absolutely flying, bro.
Yeah. Weird
I mean,
one.
he popped up in our data dump and shit like that, right?
He
So
did.
He's doing things. Yeah, try and trade. That is the answer to your question. Try and trade.
It is.
Yeah.
Who for? No clue.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so our next question is from Mo, one of our Discord. I was trying to look for another D word to go with it. Deliberators? I don't know.
Discussioners. Is that a word?
It is now. But his question is, what do you think about Brighton assets at the moment? With all the injuries, I have Eze, Mbuemo, Jensen, Rashford. His brain is injured. Apparently Rashford, wow, I'm just not touching that. Do you think we should trade our premium players so we can solve the depth problem we have? So I share your sentiment because I also own Eze and Mbuemo Jensen somewhere. I don't own Rashford because I'm not a terrible fantasy manager. I'm obviously joking. You're a good manager. But I think let's touch on the what do you do about Brighton assets at the moment. I mean, I feel like the only Brighton assets that you should be touching right now is Adingra, Gross, and is there anyone else?
To a less extent, João Pedro and Mitoma, but
Oh yeah,
that's on potential. They're not
Mitoma's Asia Cup thingy coming up.
True.
Adingra, AFCON.
True. João Pedro should be like, okay, Ferguson and João Pedro on paper should be good assets, right?
Should be.
They're just not. But
No.
I'm not against them.
Would you be like I'm trying to understand this question. Like in terms of trading the premium players to solve the depth problem, whatever. Is he talking about trading these injured players like Eze and Buemo, Jensen, Rashford, sort of thing?
I think so. I guess based on their like high value, and you're trying to get like maybe two lesser players. Because I think I've seen this popped up in our Discord as well. Do you get rid of like a really high profile round 1, round 2 asset and try to get two decent assets in his place? So that you have more squad depth for this busy period.
I'd be trading Mbuemo.
I'd trade Mbuemo too. It's AFCON, it's the uncertainty, it's the injury.
The
It's a lot of
Tony.
things. Yeah, the uncertainty with Tony is what I meant.
Yeah.
But it's very possible that Tony does not stay.
Yeah.
So Mbuemo could still be very good. I think everything you're gonna do here is gonna be a gamble.
Mm.
But try to lean it in your favor, and who knows?
Yep.
I think Mo knows all about this though. He's done a lot of trades this season, and
Yeah.
some he's come over on the better side of, some not. So
Rashford, I don't. I mean, I think this whole thing about Rashford, we go back to Nath's question. I think
yeah,
like
for
trade
sure.
if you can, but don't
Jensen, I
expect a
don't
loss.
think you're going to get much value from either.
Plus, I'd be happy to just keep Jensen. To be honest, he just
Same.
ticks along.
Eze is an interesting one.
Yeah, I still think he has round 1 value, like late round 1, which is where I kind of grabbed him in one of my leagues. But I want to hold. I don't know, especially if you're in a league with playoffs.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Would you trade him though at this point? Regular league sort of thing.
So I've considered trading some of my good players right now, like Darwin,
Haaland.
Holland, Rodri.
Really, you've considered trading Haaland?
Yeah,
with this whole
I kind of
injury
looked
shit?
out what I can get from him, and I didn't see anything too comparable. Like Holland for Son, would you take that?
That takes on.
I don't know. I'm not convinced. A fit Holland, I'd still prefer Holland.
Yeah, but when is he coming back?
I don't
I mean,
know.
well, Son is going to Asia Cup as well, so
Yeah, so it's weird, but you can get value. I just don't think you get two players of strong value then.
and KDB's going to the Club World Cup.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
He's ready.
he might be back soon, man.
Yeah, nice.
Ooh, KDB for Rashford.
No. So I saw one recently. KDB for Soboslai, or KDB for
Oh,
Soboslai and Fab.
Achim messaged
Yeah.
me this. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Him and Ian were kind of trying to go back and back on this.
yeah. I'd take KDB, bro. I'd gamble.
I'd take
Like-
KDB too, but I get it, right?
Yeah,
At
I get
the
it.
point where it was thrown out, Sobo was solid.
Yeah.
He's kind of regressed now.
Badly.
Yeah.
But it's KDB, bro.
I know. Like, round 1, pick number 5 kind of thing.
Guy doesn't need to get attacking returns and will score like 20 points. Like,
Yes.
it's disgusting.
It'd be great when he's back for
Oh,
all of City
fantastic.
assets. Like,
Yeah.
even their opposition, because you're going to get a lot more block shots, a lot more everything.
Yeah.
So, okay, Mo's question kind of goes straight into the next one, right? It's Harbour Boy's question. What is a fair trade offer for Haaland right now?
You're the Holland owner, so do I throw potential trade assets to you now?
So I think if you are down on Haaland with his injury, I think Bruno is a good asset you can target. Maybe Bruno and one other good option, because Bruno's value is very low right now. But that's kind of you banking on Bruno getting that recovery and reverting to his mean, which is higher than where he is right now. I don't know if that's going to actually pan out.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
But to be honest, I don't know. Would you do Holland for Alvarez plus someone good?
Yo, Alvarez has been doing shit these days, bro.
I know. So
So maybe not Alvarez. Yeah, I think he's like absolutely kind of fallen off right now. Like, I think I would still want like some form of a nailed 90-minute talisman, like the person you're expecting to get the goals for the team. So like your Sons,
Salah.
your Salahs.
You're not gonna
yeah.
get that though.
No,
Probably not.
maybe not. I mean, the
They
only
both
way I
go.
see you getting that deal is because AFCON, because of Asian
Yeah,
Cup.
Afco. Exactly. Interesting though.
Yeah.
What about an asset who's not fit right now, just like Holland? Like Madison.
Interesting. Yeah.
Which
That's an
side are you
interesting
on?
one. Probably take the Matters one.
So I'd lean Holland still. Okay, that's interesting because then that's actually torn between us. What about like Trippier or Saka, Watkins? Who are you
I'd take
leaning?
Watkins over the rest. If I want a forward, yeah. If I wanted anyone else between the rest of them, probably go Saka.
I'd go
Trips just
Trippier.
really? Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, we've seen great sides to him this season, but we've
Yes.
also seen shit sides. So
Yeah, like the last game week.
yeah, but that's also because Newcastle are absolutely fucking knackered. Like
They are, and
running on nothing. Like
yet another yellow card too.
yeah.
You're right. I don't know. It's interesting.
It's weird. We like knock Holland before because he wasn't ghosting, but then he actually was ghosting this season.
Yes. I
No,
mean,
we got to check with Papa Alfie. So
points per game, best asset right now.
yeah, still an elite asset. I wouldn't want
Absolutely.
anyone else like outside of round one in any of the drafts that I've done. I wouldn't want I wouldn't even consider it.
Yeah.
Has to be a round
yeah.
one asset.
Has to be round one asset, yeah.
Yeah.
Or 2 round 2s or something like very good.
Yeah, or round 2, round 3, round 3, maybe round 4 gem sort of thing. Like,
But
yeah.
still, it has to be clear that it's kind of worth it for you.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this guy hit 50 goals like with ease.
Yes.
He smashed the record, right? This Holland is like on a different level. So
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay.
cool. All right. Final question, I believe, is from none other than 32 Chickens, Ben. So talk us through Mbuemo. So he's dropped a few scenarios. Scenario A, ignore Frank and Blank and Afghan and Tony. Just drive on through. Option B, drop him when he doesn't show this game week. C, drop him now. Or D, attempt to trade him now and have your league laugh at you and offer you a bag of crisps.
So obviously he's saying Mbuemo right now has very low trade value.
Depends on the bag of crisps.
I guess. Doritos.
So it's interesting you say Doritos, right? Because if you're in the UK, it's like I feel like the amount of crisps options are ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
when you come visit me, we'll go crisp shopping.
Nice. I cannot wait. That has actually just accelerated that timeline.
Okay, what is your what's your favorite ever bag of crisps, and we'll put that into option D. So
Oof. That is difficult, man. It's probably going to be somebody's jalapeno brand flavor, sorry.
nice.
don't know if like a Miss Vicky's or like don't know who, but somebody's jalapeno something. Yeah.
So we're not dropping. That's ridiculous.
Yes, drop in both options of drop is bad.
Yeah, so fuck B, fuck C. So we're
Yes.
on A. We're basically holding or retreating.
Yes.
I honestly, I think I'm just gonna try and trade him.
And I'm not an owner, but I'm leaning more to the hold side.
I'm an owner, but
I know.
I also own Ivan Toney.
So that's the thing. You own a lot of duds and you own Tony, so you kind of need an asset there. I guess it is squad dependent, right? If you have a lot of duds, you need someone in, trade him. If you have the ability to ride it out, because you only have like 1 or 2 injured players with an injury reserve or something, fine, ride it out. What I am uneasy about is does Tony stay? Does Tony go? And that to me dictates his value the most.
Yeah, but that's the sort of gamble that we have to take, I think, at this point of the season is by the time we get the news, everyone else has the news, and that's going to affect your trade value regardless, right? I think in the situation of this unknown is when we have the best possible scenario to work with as well. As worse as terrible as it can go, you talk about, what if Tony goes and Mbeumo stays that top asset, the main guy. But like, when else is going to be a better situations for you to gamble on it actually falling your way, and Tony stays and Mbeumo loses pens and maybe isn't as good of an asset as he was when he started. Don't get me wrong, I think even if Tony stays, they'll still be an amazing duo to link up, connect. Yep. They both get attack returns for each other, that sort of stuff. But Mbeumo, I think, will lose something.
I agree with you. So I guess I'm just skeptical. I don't know the African teams. I don't know how well Cameroon is going to do. I just feel like he's not going to miss that many game weeks. And I can make my decision once Tony's news comes a bit more clear. But you're right. Everybody's going to get the news at the same time. And at that point, when it does become clear, you're pretty much screwed. So it's kind of now or never, I guess. It's kind of, if you're holding, you're saying you're willing to hold him through and through.
Yeah.
Fair point. So, okay, if I were to tell you he'd average 8 points a game for the rest of the season, you'd keep?
No, I'd trade.
You'd trade, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm seeing him going, max 8 to 10 points, because I do think Tony stays and is going to lower his value.
Like, right now, would you consider like a Doucouré for Mbeumo one?
Ooh, I would want Doucouré.
Yeah.
Fair.
I would want someone nailed and could potentially take part in attacking returns one in every 2 or 3 games.
Fair.
Like, I wouldn't consider Doucouré the talisman.
No. McNeil's kind of still more that, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. We'll see what happens over the next few weeks. Maybe we'll have an answer to this in a couple of game weeks if I am able to pull off a trade. So,
yeah.
Cool. All right. Those are the questions, and that is the pod. That's it.
So okay, I'll put up one more question just for you.
Yep.
There are a few players who are on like the trade low, buy low side, right? Bruno, for example, suspended this game week. I forget who else is suspended this game week, but
I think we have a full list of it in our BB chat. So suspended for game week 17. We touched on this on the waiver pod as well, right?
I know.
Trippier out, Bruno Fernandes, Digne, Douglas Luiz, Charlie Taylor, Branthwaite, Ayew, Gay, Nakamba, Robinson from Sheffield United.
Right. So say you're an Mbeumo owner. Do you think you could get anyone there because they're missing this game week? Say like Bruno, I don't think so. Trippier, definitely not. Is Digne even good enough?
I'd
Douglas
want
Luiz
something else with Dino.
good enough? Yeah,
Douglas Luiz I own in both my leagues, so not possible.
right.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch anyone else on that list. I feel like if I wanted to get Bruno, I'd have to maybe give up Fab or another player.
Yeah,
with
you'd have to
Mbeumo.
give up Fab as well.
If I do that, I'd do it. Like if I could
I'd
pull
do
that
it
off,
too,
I'd
though.
pull that off. Yeah, that's honestly a great shot. I might try and do something like that.
Yeah.
That's a great fucking shot. Because Mbeumo to me right now, like I'm putting him like late round 1, mid round 2, between those spots.
Same. But I think others are going to undervalue him.
Yeah.
Or appropriately value him because
Yeah.
he's pretty much injured and then gone for AFCON. So
Yeah.
it's hard.
Yeah.
See what you could get.
Won't
Fair.
know until you try.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Do you have anything else you want to add before we sign off?
I guess we should give the listeners a idea of what our recording schedule might look like for the coming. It's going to be kind of topsy turvy again.
Yeah.
You have a better idea than I do.
Yeah. So again, it's because of like this whole congestion of game weeks, etc. So we should be able to do a blank game week 18 waiver pod on the Sunday or Monday, whatever. We're gonna try and do a regular game week review pod as well for 18. But then for like 19, 20, 21, I think we're just gonna do waiver pods around that time and do like the same thing like we did tonight, which is like a 3-game week recap sort of thing. Previewing like game week 21 or whatever. Because like by the time like blank 18, 19, 20, that's basically all around Christmas, New Year's, and I mean we love you guys, but we do need to spend time with our families as well. So
Yeah.
but we'll get content out. It'll just be, short shit. So
Probably be better content because it's going to be short shit.
oh, and I will definitely be having a few bevies. So
Ooh, great content then.
'tis the season.
Happy Quansah. Sorry.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's it. That's all we want to say. Guys, good luck in your leagues. Again, appreciate all the support. And if you have further questions, if we haven't answered anything, come join the Discord. Again, it's where all the chat's happening. I need to catch up on all my chats and Discord and stuff that I've been neglecting. But yeah, we'll see you there. Ran, I'll see you when I see you. Until next pod, bro.
Yep.
Peace.